Welcome to the LongBox Paradox, episode 45.5, previewing this week's new releases for October 23rd. I'm going to start out by saying thank you for joining me. Today marks the 1-year anniversary of the start of the Comic Chop News channel. I'm actually surprised I made it to a year. I kind of did it as something to occupy my time after my mom passed. I had kind of, when I was grieving, found a couple of YouTube channels, Drum Dums. We watched a movie and Cody Leach, and while I was kind of going through it, I watched those channels religiously for hours and kind of helped take my mind off of what I was going through. And just one day it hit me, maybe I can do what they're doing. Like, maybe it'll at least give me something to do, talk about something I'm passionate about, which was horror movies and comic books. So here we are, a little over a year later, and I kind of just said, screw it, let's do it. Time's short. And a lot of people supported me, just had some good friends that gave me constructive feedback. And of course, I kind of am stubborn and kind of kept to what I like doing. So here we are. And again, if you're joining me, I thank you very much. So let's get down to business on this beautiful Sunday afternoon with no Bucks football. So it's good for me because that means they're not going to lose today. All right, starting out from Image Comics, we have Ascender. Wonderful book, Jeff Lemire, Dustin Nguyen, just fantastic writing and art. Please jump on this book. Even jump back all the way to Descender, or start reading it. You can read this without Descender. You're not too lost. We also have out this week Ascender Trade Paperback Volume 1 at $9.99 price point. Totally worth it. Buy it. We have from Sean Phillips and Ed Brubaker, Criminal Number 9. Again, Brubaker is one of my go-to writers. Check out some of his stuff, especially if you like pulp, kind of crime, femme fatale type of stuff. Totally worth picking up. Middle West Number 12. This is a book that keeps getting better and better every month. Scotty Young's writing has gotten incredibly better as he's gotten kind of worked out some of the kinks in his writing. Not that he was bad before, but I feel like he's improving as a writer. Jorge Corona is the artist. Pick it up, pick up the trade. Good stuff. A book that I never thought would get to this number. Savage Dragon is coming out, and it's number 246. I give Eric Larson all the credit in the world for staying on this book and his baby and keeping it going. He's the only original creator from Image that started it that is still working on his own book. Also coming out, I have not read this series, so don't complain to me about it. It's on my list. I think it's more of a trade for me, and that's Sharky Bounty Hunter. I know there was a couple of people, I think it was Perry Comics, has talked about, they like it in D Comic Queen on Instagram/YouTube. It's Mark Miller and Simone Bianchi. The A cover is by Simone Bianchi, and the C cover is by Tommy Lee Edwards. I am going to jump on this. They said this book is a lot of fun, so I'll get there when I get there. It is on my to-read list. Real small week from Image Comics, too, so that kind of makes me a little nervous that next week is just going to be Pound Town for me of Image books. We have from Dark Horse, Aliens Rescue number 404 is the last issue, following Amanda Ripley and Zula Hendricks. Dark Horse probably can't wait for this book to be done, too, so they don't have to hear any more about Brian Wood and how people are boycotting the book. You can look up online about the Brian Wood stuff. I don't really want to jump into it here. And we also have Hellboy and the BPRD, Saturn Returns number 3 of 3. I like Hellboy and I like the BPRD. And this actually has Hellboy in it, unlike, almost 5 years of Hellboy, of BPRD had no Hellboy in it at all. A book I'm behind on also comes out this week, and I will get to it. I've only bought it for the covers mainly. Tommy Gun Wizards number 3 of 4 comes out. The A cover by Christian Ward and the B cover by Bertram. I kind of like the B cover by Bertram. It's not a must buy for me because of the covers this week or this month, but I'm hoping to get through it actually before release date, and I've made it to the M's on my read pile, so I am hoping to get through everything by Wednesday. IDW Publishing, more G.I. Joe, Sonic the Hedgehog. They're normal books that come out every week. From DC Comics, we have Action Comics number 1016. There is a Brian Hitch You're the Villain variant that is okay, but I'm feeling the Jamal Campbell A cover, and just say it now, guys, don't sleep on Jamal Campbell. Jamal Campbell's art is just incredibly good. Naomi coming out and finding him is just a revelation for me. He's fantastic. We have the Aquaman Annual number 2. Kelly Sue DeConnick, Victor Ibanez on art. I really have no idea what to think of this run so far. Haven't stopped reading it, so I guess that's a good sign. I'm not going to put any cover clips onto this because Batgirl 40 comes out and both covers are not very good. And you mix that with a not very good book recently, it's just bad news. So yeah, this is just a skip book for me. Now we go on to Batman Beyond number 37. So there's a hard choice here. I mean, for some, not for me. There is a Francis Manapul variant, but the A cover features Batwoman Beyond, and that is a Lee Weeks cover, and that for me is the no-brainer to pick up. 100% no-brainer, especially with her on the cover. Yeah, this has good read and spec written all over it. At least for me. I like Dan Jurgens' writing though, so I'm kind of a stumper for that. We also have out Batman Curse of the White Knight number 4 of 8. 2 different covers. The A cover features Barbara Gordon, Batgirl on it. I actually really like that cover, and the B cover features the recently deceased Alfred on the cover with a fencing foil, a rapier, so to say. I'm probably gonna just pick up the Batgirl cover, but both are so fantastic. We also have Batman Superman number 3 coming out. Number 2 was actually pretty damn good. I kind of liked that it picked up. In issue 1, I wasn't over the moon about. I thought it was okay, but you got to lead in to get to where you need to go. Part of it also is because every publication spoiled the reveal at the end, so you lose that. Joshua Williamson and David Marquez are a pretty damn good team. I'm going to stay with the A cover. Marquez, I don't like the deceased covers that much that they're doing. It's trying to find out who the Secret Six are of the Batman Who Laughs. And it has an ominous cover of Superman with his eyes lit up with a bloody S that he's doing. We have Black Adam, Year of the Villain number 1. It's written by Paul Jenkins with art by Inaki Miranda, and sadly a John Romita cover, which I'm sure is going to turn people off when they see it, that it's not very good. And it's it's Shazam infected by the Batman Who Laughs invades Black Adam's kingdom. His plan to turn into a playground for its new ruler, Billy Batson. I hate the Dark Universe. I hate it. I'm over it. I'm done with it. It just gets worse and worse. Just, why is this still happening? I'm going to read it, though. I do like Paul Jenkins. Books of Magic number 13 still continues to be solid in the Sandman universe here. totally worth picking up and buying. It is pretty damn dark. Detective Comics 1014. There is a Paul Pope cover, which it's okay. I'm not over the moon about it. But the one that's got me is the regular A cover, and it's Doug Mahnke and Jamie Mendoza, and I 100% like that cover. There's something interesting about it. And it's not really like the regular type of Doug Mahnke cover. It's got a little bit of cheesecake to it. Dial H number 8. I'm seeing where it goes. There's 4 more issues left after this. It's been somewhat fun, and other times like super, super cheesy. Dollar Comics Swamp Thing number 1. Worth it for $1. This might be one to tuck away for a while. Totally going to pick this up. Flash number 81, continuing on the Hunter and the Hunted. Josh Williamson, Scott Collins, with cover art by Raphael Sandoval. That's for the A cover, which is the one that I am going to pick up. Williamson's run has been one of the best since Jeff Johns. Totally read it, pick it up. He's kind of changing the mythos quite a bit and the way the powers work and putting his own stamp on the book. The B cover is by Guillaume March, and I'm not digging it. Freedom Fighters number 10. This has been a rather good series. Eddie Barrow's art I like. Venditti has done a pretty good job on it. Justice League Dark number 16. The A cover by Yannick Paquette is the one I'll go with. The hardcover for Naomi season 1 comes out. Worth it. Pick it up. Great read. Fantastic art by Jamal Campbell. If you missed out on the singles, totally worth picking this up. And we have Wonder Woman number 81, the Jenny Friesen variant. This is Friesen back to her A game on this. Pretty damn good, and I'll just keep my collection of that going. And onto Marvel Comics. We have Absolute Carnage Lethal Protectors number 3 of 3. The B cover by Greg Smallwood is the one I'm probably going to get because I like Cloak and Dagger and it focuses on them. We also have Agents of Atlas number 3 of 5. I have no idea why I'm still buying this book. It's pretty ridiculous and it's not great. But I kind of scared that I'm going to miss a long-term spec on this, and that is why I'm picking it up. And then there is a book that makes no sense to me about why it exists or why it's being released, and that's The Amazing Mary Jane number 1. The Umberto Ramos cover is not one of his better looking ones. I'm probably going to pick up the B variant for Art Germ. Which again, I don't even think it's his best, but I collect Art Germ, so that's what I'll be on. And Amazing Spider-Man number 32 has 2 variants I'll be looking at picking up. There is the Art Adams 8-part connecting variant. I love Art Adams. He's just a fantastic artist who most of my collecting life has been, in the foreground. And there is a B variant, or actually a C variant at this point, by Mahmoud Asrar, Mary Jane variant that I really dig. There's something about it I just really like. And there's Amazing Spider-Man Full Circle number 1. Just reading the solicit, it seems kind of ridiculous, but I'll pick it up to give it a read. Avengers 25 has the Race of the Ghost Riders in it. The A cover is probably what I'll pick up because the Jay Anacleto B variant just does not do a damn thing for me. Contagion number 4 still exists and still is being released. Contagion has been a rather horrible series. Does have Moon Knight on the cover, though, showing him infected. This series is garbage. It's really, really bad. Like, hideous bad. Don't buy it. Really don't. I mean it. Just don't even, like, feed them a shekel for this trash. Speaking of trash, we have Fearless number 404 coming out. 100% trash series, but it has a wonderful Jenny Friesen connecting variant to it, this being the last part. And for that, I say pick it up. Just for the Friesen variant. Nothing else. Future Fights first, Luna Snow number 1. This features an Inuk Lee cover, much like the White Fox. We'll see how it turns out. The White Fox one was actually rather good. So, if anything, pick it up for the cover. There's also a coax variant. Not as good as the irregular. And there's also a Sana Takeda Avengers variant, also that I am not over the moon about, but I think it could get lost in the shuffle. So it might be worth picking up as a long-term spec that suddenly just blows up. Ghost Spider number 3. I'm kind of feeling the Mary Jane variant by Russell Dodderman. The Jackal in 616 is infatuated with Gwen. Some things never change. Immortal Hulk number 25. The A cover by Alex Ross is just fantastic. As it is, this series is just amazing. There's a B cover by Chris Anka for Mary Jane that looks trash. There's also a Joe Bennett variant that is interesting, but man, I'm really feeling that Alex Ross cover. And we also have Journey to Star Wars Rise of Skywalker Allegiance number 3. The B variant by McCone is the one that I'm looking at. We also have King Thor number 2 of 4. I really liked issue 1. And a book that I'm excited about for many reasons. The continuation of Dawn of X. We have Marauders number 1. There is a Mark Bagley Every Mutant Ever variant. We also have the Russell Dodderman Red Queen variant, which the Red Queen apparently is Kitty Pryde, Shadowcat, and it's her wearing a red like Hellfire jacket with Lockheed on her shoulder. And I am completely down for that. The A cover also is not too bad. And that also is by Russell Dodderman. I am not feeling the Aaron Cooter Storm one. It just doesn't do much for me. Tons of House of X, Powers of X, third printing variants and second printings and so forth. We also get Star Wars number 73, which has the regular Phil Noto cover. It has the action figure variant of the Rancor Keeper and the C variant by Rod Rice, which is the Greatest Moments, which is Rey and Finn running from the Stormtrooper on the TIE Fighter on Jakku, which actually I think is the one I'm going to pick up. Strike Force number 2 comes out. I like the Sorrentino cover. I have no idea what to even think of this series. Number 1 was kind of all over the place. Might give it a try, though. We also get Tony Stark Iron Man number 17, the Raza Mary Jane variant. It completely calls to me. I really like it. It's very creative and, I mean, just fantastic art on that. We have Valkyrie Jane Foster number 4. The Azrar A cover is nice, but I think I'm going to pick up the Lupacino Mary Jane variant. I don't know, something goofy about it I really like. And onto Dynamite Comics, where if you love Betty and Veronica and Red Sonja, you were in for it this week. Also, Red Sonja Vampirella. It's a one-trick pony week for that company. Boom Studios, I don't collect Angel, but if you do, you are in luck because there's like 6 variants for issue 6. We also got Lumberjanes. Something is Killing the Children, number 2. Second printing is out already 1 week later. And weirdly has a better cover than the Final Order cutoff variant. And in the indie side, not a whole lot. Like, you got your goofy Archie versus Predator 2, number 3. Nothing really to write home about here. Just usual fare of in between stuff. Although there is one, I caught up on some of my back reading, and Punchline number 8 is out from Antarctic Press. Punchline surprised me. I don't know if that's why I like it, because looking at the covers, I thought it was going to be trash, but the story is actually kind of interesting. I'm in for it. I kind of want to get the whole secret of the mentor for Punchline. That is one. If you can find the older issues, I actually found it actually surprisingly good, and I'm not really one who reads Antarctic Press that much, but I kind of liked it. Some dark superhero shit right there. Anyway, that's going to end it for now, and like normal, I don't have all the ratio variants info in front of me, so I can't really show it off. I'm just working off the Diamond Previews list. So I'm going to wish you a happy new comic book day, and thanks for supporting me and watching. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.